Hey y'all, I'm going to take this hand press here and I'm going to add a little feature to it and hopefully be able to use it with my foot. I'm going to be doing a lot of work right here, and I'd like to be able to do two hands and possibly figure out a way to use a foot. So stay tuned, we're going to work on that. Okay, so some of the items I'm going to use for this, and I know I'm kind of cropped out of the camera here. Some of the items I'm going to use for this is my my DeWalt 18-volt drill. I'm going to use a Forstner bit, I believe is the name of this thing, just because I want a clean cut, but I can use a simple paddle bit if I have to, and some paracord. I saw a different way where somebody made it a little bit more complicated, but I'm just going to try a quick thing. This is my personal bench, so I'm not really worried about drilling through it. So let me get started. Okay, so I've already done the measurements, and I know that 4 1/4 puts the 4 1/4 off the edge, puts a hole that I'm going to drill right through here. That's going to put it right through my piece of wood that's supporting it across. I don't have a problem doing that. I think it'll give it a little bit better, smoother pull going through. So I'm going to mark the holes. I'm going to drill the holes through here. Okay, so something I didn't plan very good was the depth of this will work, but I have to remove my hand press first. So I'm gonna remove that. Okay, so now with my press out of the way, I'm going to drill a hole through the rest of this table. You guys don't want to watch me, so be right back. Before you start a project, make sure that you charge your battery. Now I gotta go grab another battery. All right, so after a short break, I had to go get 1 or 2 batteries that were actually all dead. So after a short break of letting it charge up, I have the hole finished here. So I'm gonna run some paracord down through the hole. And I got enough down there and I got enough up here. So I'm gonna leave this up here and I'm gonna reattach the press. All right, well, the press is reinstalled. I wonder, can I zoom in? Nope. So the press is reinstalled. I do have this nice hand grip that I put on here, but now it's sticking up a little bit too much, so I'm going to, I used to have this run through here, but I need that space for the I guess I can leave it in there. Stay out of the way. So now I have I have more than enough paracord down below, so I'm not really worried about that right now. I am going to pull this one up, and let's cut a piece off, melt the end, because it just makes the paracord that much easier. I do usually have a piece of like a letter opener that I'll use to make the ends. I'm not really worried about it. All right, so I'm going to go through the end here and do I guess I'll just do a bowline. So I'll go down the hole, around the tree. If I made it correctly, I'd be good. So I'm going to go down the hole, around the tree and back up. Simple bowline, king of knots. That thing will handle a lot of abuse pulling on it. Easy to untie because I take this to shows with me, so I don't want to have to unfeed the wire and keep the wire with the paracord with me. So right now, by me holding this end, I essentially have a press. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out the drop length, so my foot is almost to the ground. with it fully pressed down. And then I'm gonna simply tie a little knot on that length. I think later I'll put a wooden dowel through here, so I'm gonna tie this off extra high. I'll put like a wooden dowel through here with a hole through it, and that'll give me something a little bit better to press down on. I usually use have bare feet, just easy. So yeah, it'll give me something a little bit better. So right now I'm just going to tie this off. I'm going to tie it off a little bit high, like I said. Again, I'm just going to use a bowline because it works. So let me tie this real quick, and then we'll see how it works. All right, well, a lot of my projects use double cap rivets. So I'm going to just punch a hole real quick, and let's see how it works. I did throw some sandals on so that way I can not have a problem with it, but let's see how it works. We'll go with the silver one because I have a bunch of them. So once I put a dowel on here, or even a pipe, I think it'll work better. But stand right here. I would say that's a success. So do one more, show you how it's done. So punch a hole. Pop a rivet through. And there it is. So I'm pretty impressed with myself. I've been looking for a foot press, something to make it a little bit easier. We may be able just to put a piece of wood on there for a little bit of a. Let me go grab one. All right, well, I put a piece of wood down there, and makes it a little bit easier. Whole lot less effort to do this. And it definitely will work better. So I'm happy with it. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and show it off real quick and show you how it actually all sets up a little bit close view so you can see. But I think this was the cheapest way for me to make a foot press for when I'm making the key fobs and the key rings. So I can just drop it in there with two hands, hold it, and drop down. I'm happy. So let me pause it and take it off the tripod.